Chile will change the way you see the world. Seriously, I'm not just saying that. This place is a geographical freak of nature, a long, skinny line on the map that packs in more extremes than anywhere else I've ever been. Forget what you think you know about South America. This is different. This is a country where you can stand in the driest desert on Earth, a place so arid some parts haven't seen rain in centuries. Then boom, you can be staring at a massive creaking glacier that looks like it's from another ice age. And if that's not enough, you can climb an active, smoldering volcano, literally peering into the planet's fiery gut. It's this insane contrast, this raw, unfiltered power of nature that grabs you and doesn't let go. It's not just a trip, it's an education in what our planet is capable of. So, destination decode, and I just spent weeks getting lost in the wildest corners of this country, finding the spots that aren't on the front page of the travel guides. The places that make you stop, put down your phone, and just say, "Whoa." So buckle up, because we're diving into the hidden gems that make this country one of the most epic adventures on Earth. Let's go. First stop, we're going north. Way, way north. To a place that feels less like Earth and more like a movie set for a sci-fi blockbuster. This is the Valle de la Luna, the Valley of the Moon. The name is not an exaggeration. You step out of the car, the silence hits you, profound, heavy quiet. The air is so dry it feels like it's pulling the moisture right out of you. The ground crunches, sand. The ground crunches, salt. The ground crunches, clay. There are no plants, no birds, nothing. Just you. The sky. This vast, surreal landscape, it forces you to confront your own scale. You feel incredibly small. It's humbling. For photographers, this place is a dream. Every angle is a masterpiece. The light here does things I've never seen. As the sun begins to set, the real magic happens. The valley is set on fire. Rocks glow. Red. Rocks glow. Orange. Rocks glow. Deep purple. Finding the perfect sunset viewpoint becomes a personal quest, a race against fading light. You climb a massive sand dune, legs burning, chasing that one perfect shot. The colors explode across the horizon. The show isn't over when the sun goes down. Far from it. The Atacama has some of the clearest skies on Earth. Premier stargazing. The last bit of light disappears. The sky erupts. The Milky Way, a brilliant thick band across the sky. A stargazing tour is a front-row seat to the cosmos. This is for adventurers, people who want to feel like they've left the planet without buying a ticket from Elon Musk. For anyone craving raw isolation and wonder. You can't just see it, you have to feel it. Let the dry air chap your lips. Let the silence fill your ears. It changes your perspective on what a landscape can be. And it's not just the valley. Nearby, salt flats, lagunas escondidas, float in bright blue hypersaline water, an ecosystem of weirdness and beauty. Days exploring these natural wonders, nights staring up at infinity. The Atacama shows you a different world entirely. It's a must-do, an absolute non-negotiable. All right, from the driest place on Earth, we're jumping way down south to a place where water is the main character. This isn't just any lake. This is General Carrera Lake, a massive body of glacial water straddling the border of Chile and Argentina. But we're not here for the lake itself. We're here for what's hidden along its shores. We're talking about the Capillas de Marmol, the marble caves. And trust me, no picture or video can truly prepare you for this. Imagine for a second a cathedral, but instead of stone and glass, it's carved entirely out of solid marble by thousands of years of wind and water. Now, imagine that cathedral is floating on intensely turquoise water. It's natural art on a scale that's hard to comprehend. The water, rich with glacial minerals, reflects sunlight up onto the swirling patterns, creating an ethereal, blue glow. You can only get here by boat, or even better, by kayak. Paddling up to these formations is an experience in itself. You're surrounded by smooth, polished walls of white marble, gray marble, blue marble. It's silent except for gentle, lapping water. This is a spot for nature lovers, but it might be one of the most romantic places on the planet. For couples, this is it. Best time, sunrise or sunset. Low-angle light makes the marble glow, straight out of a fairy tale. The journey is part of the adventure. It's remote. You're deep in Patagonia on the Carretera Austral. You have to want to be here. That effort makes the reward sweeter. You feel like you've discovered a secret the world doesn't know yet. Different formations, the chapel, the cathedral, the caves, hours floating, mesmerized by the patterns. A testament to slow, patient power, not built in a day, sculpted over millennia, a living piece of art. Being inside it is an unforgettable privilege. Now for something completely different. We're leaving the epic raw nature for a second and diving into a place defined by its culture, its people, and its myths. Welcome to Chiloé Island. Getting here feels like crossing a magical boundary. The moment you step off, the vibe changes. The air is misty, the landscape a lush, rolling green, and everything just feels older, more mysterious. This isn't mainland Chile anymore. The first thing that grabs you, the palafitos, brightly colored wooden houses on stilts over the water. In Castro, whole neighborhoods, a rainbow perched over the tide. The island is steeped in folklore, forest spirits, ghost ships, mischievous gnomes, stories of the Trauco and the Caluche. Folklore is woven into daily life, creating an enchanting, slightly spooky atmosphere. Chiloé's wooden churches, 16 UNESCO sites, built by Jesuits and local craftsmen, blending European design with shipbuilding techniques. Masterpieces of carpentry. For foodies, you cannot leave without trying a curanto. Meat, shellfish, potatoes, vegetables, cooked in a pit, covered with giant nalca leaves. A celebration of land and sea. Exploring Chiloé means slowing down. Drive through green pastures, stop in fishing villages, talk to people. Embrace the mist and rain. It adds to the mystique. Come to get lost in the stories, eat incredible food, and see a Chile that runs on its own time. A place with a powerful, singular identity. Chapter 4. If you're like me, if freedom is a full tank of gas and a road to the horizon, this next one is for you. This isn't just a road, it's a legend. This is the Carretera Austral, the Southern Highway. A 1,240-kilometer stretch that cuts through northern Patagonia. Calling it a highway is a bit of a spin. A lot is unpaved, rugged, wild. That's what makes it one of the greatest road trips on Earth. Built to connect isolated communities, blasted through mountains, stitched across pristine wilderness. Driving it feels like you're on the frontier. You'll go for hours without seeing another car. Dense, temperate rainforests, jagged, snow-capped peaks, fjords cutting deep into the coastline. This is van life heaven, total control of your adventure. You can pull over whenever you want, which you will. Drive beside a river the color of turquoise Gatorade, then stare up at a glacier hanging in a valley. Stop, make a coffee, soak it all in, hike through a dripping wet forest, then a massive river of ice suspended between peaks, a waterfall plunging into a milky blue lagoon. You can hear the ice groan. Charming lakeside towns, Puyuhuapi, Puerto Rio Tranquilo, where you can refuel, grab a meal, and chat with locals. Small pockets of warmth in a vast, untamed landscape. Driving the carretera is not a race. It's a journey to be savored. Give yourself time, a week, minimum, or a month, and still not see everything. Embrace the unexpected, a washed-out road, a herd of cattle blocking your path, a sudden rainbow over a fjord. It's an adventure that rewards you with memories that will last a lifetime. The Southern Highway, where every bend becomes your new favorite place. Chapter 5. Okay, let's talk about trees. But not just any trees. Living fossils. Trees from the time of the dinosaurs. Conguilio National Park, prehistoric vibes. The Araucaria, bizarre angular branches, sharp, scale-like leaves. Incredible. They live over 1,000 years. Walking among these giants hits you. A stark landscape of black volcanic soil, crystal-clear lakes, primeval forests, and towering above it all, Lima, a perfectly conical, active giant. This park is a hiker's paradise. Trails for every level, gentle lakeshore walks to challenging ridge ascents. Sierra Nevada Trail, one of the best. Panoramic views of a lava-dammed lake. Lima reflecting perfectly on calm days. The contrast, blue water, black sand, green araucarias, stunning. For nature nerds, geology, and botany. But anyone can appreciate the weird beauty. You half expect a velociraptor to charge out. A landscape of fire and ice, creation and destruction. Old lava paths now covered in new life. A lesson in resilience. Conguillo isn't Torres del Paine. Fewer crowds, real solitude. Sit, listen to wind in Araucaria branches. A place for contemplation. Connect with an older natural world. A secret protected pocket of a bygone world. Chapter 6. We've been high and we've been low, but now we're going really, really high. Up to the Altiplano, the high plains near Bolivia. Lauca National Park. Thin air, intense sun, breathtaking beauty. Over 4,500 meters, 15,000 feet. Take it slow, acclimatize, chew coca leaves like the locals. Start in desert and climb. Barren rock becomes high-altitude wetlands, bofedales, vibrant green patches in an arid world. Base yourself in Putre, a colonial Aymara village around 3,500 meters. Crown jewel, Chungara Lake, one of the highest in the world, deep blue beneath perfect twin volcanoes. Hundreds of flamingos wading pink against snow and sky. Vicuñas roam the plains. Vizcachas sun on rocks. Adapted life in a harsh world. Tiny villages, colonial churches, Parinacota's white church, traditions alive in the high Andes. Exploring Lauca requires adventure, rough roads, sudden weather flips, altitude challenges. But the payoff is immense. Profound silence, vast space. You feel like you're on the roof of the world, for explorers who want a truly unique corner of the Andes. Chapter 7. If you're an adrenaline junkie, if your idea of a vacation is more sweat than sleep, listen up. We're in Pucón, Chile's adventure capital. The Villarrica volcano looms behind town, one of South America's most active. And yes, you can climb it. Not a casual hike, serious undertaking. Gear, crampons, ice axe, helmet. Go with certified guides, pre-dawn start, a line of lights up the slope. It's grueling, lungs burning, legs screaming, and you're thinking, why am I doing this? Then the top. Stand on the crater rim, look down into the heart of the volcano, magma churning, heat and sulfur in the air. Primal, terrifying, exhilarating. Turn around, lakes and volcanoes to the horizon, sunrise from the summit, pure triumph. Best part, the descent. You don't hike down, you slide on little plastic sleds, fast and ridiculous. Exhaustion turns to childish joy. Warning, this is a serious volcano. Go with certified guides and heed safety warnings. Sometimes it's closed if activity is high. The day after, hot springs, dozens of termas, from rustic forest pools to fancy spas. Soak in volcanically heated, mineral-rich waters. More? Whitewater rafting on the Trancura, kayaking on Lake Villarrica, Huerquehue National Park, forests and waterfalls. Pucón is for the active traveler who pushes limits by day and relaxes with a good meal and craft beer at night. A town that breathes adventure under its smoldering volcano. Chapter 8. Final stop. As far south as you can go before Antarctica. We're heading to the end of the world, Punta Arenas on the Strait of Magellan. Different feel. Explorers, sailors, pioneers. Grand European facades, relics of a wool trade past, gateway to wildlife. Short boat ride to Magdalena Island, a protected reserve, home to 120,000 plus Magellanic penguins. It's not a zoo, you walk through their colony. They're everywhere, waddling across your path, calling to each other, tending burrows, unfazed by you, chaotic, noisy, unbelievably charming, bucket list joy, more than penguins, maritime history. The Strait Magellan crossed in 1520. Visit ship replicas like Now Victoria. Weather flips, sun, rain, snow, wind. It feels like the edge of the map. End the day on the waterfront as the sky lights up over the strait. A quiet cinematic bookend to a wild journey. Chile's huge, weird, and unforgettable, pick your own kind of adventure. We went from the alien Atacama to mythical Chiloé, drove the Carretera Austral, stood on the rim of an active volcano, and walked with penguins at the end of the world. Chile isn't one story, it's 1,000 adventures waiting to happen. This country demands your participation. Hike, climb, drive, explore. Get dusty, get cold, get out of your comfort zone, and you'll feel something real. So what's your Chile? Stars, marble caves, ancient forests? If this hyped you up, hit like, subscribe, and tell me which spot you'd visit first in the comments. I'll see you on the road.